What is up, residents of the Mice Clan? This is your boy, SixMysta Man, coming at you with another video. So, this is the New Year's special. We know 2020 was not a great year, but it was a great year for a lot of YouTubers and a lot of small channels, because it really did do a lot for a lot of people within this time. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to What If Naruto Merged with the Ninetales? But before we get into this, make sure to check out all of the links in the description, which is all the residents or all the clan members of the Mysta clan that upload on these this channels, and my Discord or our Discord. Make sure to go check it out. We are mostly active. We're actually on a call right now, recording this video for your entertainment. So without further ado, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let's get into this video. So, to start off this what if, we need to go back to the time where Minato had sealed the Ninetales. There are some minor key facts we need to change, not only about tailed beast biology or physiology, but also about the method of Minato sealing the Ninetales instead of Naruto. So, one of the changes I need to make is all tailed beasts would have a quote-unquote spiritual pressure core, which this means there's something linked to their spirit which can reincarnate their bodies and regenerate chakra in case they ever quote-unquote die. So the thing is, when Minato split the Ninetales in half, he split it behind this core, necessarily sealing the core inside himself and just sealing a mass of chakra with a consciousness inside of Naruto. So Minato's seal is also utterly genius, for it more or less creates a situation where the Ninetales chakra would slowly leak into Naruto's chakra system, increasing his physical power and also his chakra reserves and capacity to handle Ninetales chakra, which is genius in itself, but this would also cause a problem. We're gonna skip forward a few years to when Naruto was 4. At this point, Danzo had revealed him being the Naruto Jinchuriki a few months ago, and he's been treated really badly. I'm talking like raggedy clothes, burnt flesh, and he's already healing. He doesn't know why, but still. When he hears a voice, "Hey kid, I need to talk to you." Naruto is scared because this sounds like a grown man, or another grown man, here to beat the absolute shit out of him. So what he would proceed to do now is he would basically move on and be like, "Okay, what do you want? Where are you? I can't see you." When Kurama says, "Get to a hiding place and then we can talk," Naruto would move to a place he knows as safe, where he usually takes his sleeps, and usually just sleeps, as I just said, and Kurama would start. "Kid, let me explain. My name is Kurama, the nine-tailed fox." Also, Naruto be like, "Oh wait, you're the monster that destroyed the village?" Why? He's scared at this point, so he's stuttering. And Kurama be like, "Calm down. I didn't attack this village on purpose. I don't have long to explain. But let's just say a masked man took control of me, ripped me out of the previous Jinchuriki." Then Naruto would proceed to say, "What's a Jinchuriki?" "Well, kid, Jinchuriki is someone that has a tailed beast sealed inside of them. That's what you are. I'm sealed inside of you." Then Naruto would be like, "That's impossible. The fourth Hokage killed you." "Yes, and no, kid. Let me explain. He split me into two halves. Sealed my main half, which could regenerate chakra, into himself. And the chakra that remained into you. But I'm dying now because the seal he created will leak chakra into your system to make you stronger in the future. But with this, my chakra would eventually run out, and both of us would die. I would die because my chakra would no longer exist, and you would die because your body would be starved of my chakra." "Wait, I'm gonna die? I can't die before I become Hokage," Naruto would say. Also, Kurama would say, "Calm down. I have an idea. Well, you see, one of the things I could do is I can merge my chakra with someone else's chakra to create a new type of chakra. But I can't do that without being able to regenerate chakra. So what I'm going to be able to do is I will merge my chakra with you. Your body will eventually be able to regenerate my chakra, and I will come back into existence. I have a few days before dying, so let's talk, kid. Over the span of the next few days, specifically on the first day, he'd go over the next few lines, saying things like, I'm really sorry to what I did to this village, and I really do hate humans, but I wouldn't kill them for no reason. That's when Naruto would be like, why do you hate humans? Well, you see, I used to protect a valley with some farmers until Madara Uchiha and Hashirama Senju captured me for this village. This damned village. Naruto would also show him to calm down, which Kurama would do. Then he'd explain that he and all the other tailed beasts were living peaceful lives, not really doing anything to humans, until Madara and Hashirama started sealing them inside of humans. That's when his hate for humans really started. He's always hate humans because humans have pointless conflict and are really just hateful beings. That's also when Naruto asked him if Kurama hates Naruto, and Kurama would say, at first I did. You were a prison to me. But now, I think of you as one of my own. Your own people treat you like absolute garbage, try to kill you almost daily. I'm here to fix that. But I'm also here to warn you. They think of you as a demon, and soon you'll look like one too. Wait, what? Let me explain. Once our chakras fully merge, you'll start spreading tails, growing ears, growing red fur. You will become a human fox hybrid. Wait, really? Would I look as cool as you? Kurama would snicker and be like, yeah, kid, almost, almost. Naruto would be a little excited because he thinks his new friend is pretty cool. So he proceeds to go like, yeah, I'll look like Mr. Kurama. And this is something else. Also, Naruto considers Kurama as a friend and knows that Kurama is not going to be able to talk for him for a while because Kurama said after the process of them merging begins, what's going to happen is necessarily Kurama would go into a deep sleep until he becomes about 12 when he starts properly maturing and he spreads his ears and first tail. Also, when he does, he should get to a safe place and just wait out until Kurama wakes up. So, Kurama would also know that Naruto doesn't have the best of chakra control because even though he's a Biju, he has a lot of chakra control because he's literally a master chakra that can control his own body like he wants to. So, we move on to him showing Naruto a few things he could do. Obviously, Kurama cannot show him how to train or anything. He can't teach him any jutsu, chakra control exercises, nothing. But Kurama does remember the concept of the shinobi hierarchy. So, he basically says to Naruto, go to a training field where the lowest of your kind train, which would be the Genin training fields. So he tells Naruto this is what is called Genin training field. These are all new shinobi, but these have been at it for a while, as you can see. When the next batch graduate, I want you to watch them. Not say anything and try to keep your presence hidden. Watch them, see what they're doing, and later on go practice it yourself. Then become strong. You have almost 8 years to do this, to become a real shinobi. Naruto would say, but what about when I learn everything they did? Then you go to the Chunin, or your next level. He then say to Naruto to go a certain way to a stronger presence, which would actually lead him to a training ground near the Forest of Death, but not the Forest of Death, and say those are Chunin. As I just said, when the next batch of academy students graduate, wait about 6 months and you can train from these guys. So I'd suggest training a year or two with the Genin or looking at them, and then when the next Chunin get up, you train and see what they do. Okay, so what's next? Kurama would then also mentally point and Naruto would start walking. Those are Jonin, more specifically high-level Jonin, high-level ninjutsu. You need to pay attention to the hand signs they're using, and you'll need a lot of chakra control. As I just said, there are some things you can do for chakra control, but none of them are on your level yet. So, when you feel you can do basic oh, chakra control like walking on vertical objects or walking on water, then you can go on to do things like wet walls, weird surfaces, wavy water. You will eventually get good enough chakra control to do minuscule tasks, like things you shouldn't be able to do with your amount of chakra. But remember, you have a lot more chakra than anyone else. So if you're ever taught a minuscule jutsu, like, let's say, a type of genjutsu, you have to push out a lot more chakra than anyone else. So let's say you're trying to make a clone out of genjutsu, or a mental induced clone. What you would necessarily have to do, instead of trying to make a one, you'd have to make thousands for it to even work. Naruto would then smile and nod and be like, okay, so is that it? No. Your special forces. He would then point over to where Naruto would see some people basically creating explosions and shit, and he'd be like, "Oh, you mean the masked guys?" And Kurama would be like, "Yes, the special forces, or what I believe you call them, the Ambu. That will be your final goal, to train as one of them." Okay, so how long do you have, Mr. Kurama? I have but a day left. Over the span of the next day, Naruto would basically commune with his new friend Kurama and they talk about the future. So, another thing that would happen around this time is Kurama would try and keep Naruto awake as long as possible, and about an hour before he would disappear, he tells Naruto to go to sleep. Naruto would go to sleep and he would basically spend his last hour looking upon a sleeping child until his consciousness fades. When Naruto woke up, he knew that Kurama was not a dream, and he knew he had to become strong. So he immediately started training. Also, things would happen more or less canon. The third Hokage would give him an apartment at this point, and he'd start living on his own. But he still has 2 years before the academy starts, so he's got some warming up to do. For about the next 2 years, he watches new Genin train, getting over stuff like tree walking, water walking, and even some more advanced chakra exercises, and can't really do much. But he does learn some basic jutsu these children are taught, and does see something called chakra paper. He does at one point try to buy some, but the store clerk obviously chases him away, so he doesn't bother. He also then just starts doing the hand signs that were being taught to the Genin. But he doesn't actually perform the jutsu, not channeling chakra to his hands, just getting used to the signs. When he gets basically away from them, he goes to near a river and performs the same hand signs. And then he yells, "Fire style! Great fireball jutsu!" Obviously, he was supposed to do the normal fireball, but he did see the bigger one and was like, Kurama did say I have more chakra, so let me try this. So he had learned his first fire style jutsu, but it wasn't effective to the point of a great fireball. And Naruto did feel very tired because his body wasn't used to expanding that much chakra. Sure, he has about tuning level chakra as a 4-year-old, but still, that's a lot of chakra to expand at one point, especially for someone that young. Naruto would practice this same jutsu over the span of the next few months, and also go back to the Genin and see that the other one had a one-style affinity, which was said to be rare, and was sent to another Jonin to go learn. The Jonin he was sent to was one Asuma Saratobi, who was in the village back for 1 month, as a break of the 12 nights. So, Naruto watched on as Asuma taught this younging some wind-style things. He taught him how to channel wind chakra through a blade, and also how to do a jutsu called the Gale Palm, which Naruto also learned. A lot easier than he learned the fireball. Also, basically, Asuma taught this kid to try and channel wind chakra through a leaf to become more proficient at it. So, over the span about the next 6 months, or a year and 6 months, Naruto would do this and would about this time be put in the academy, What he didn't know, not only to increase your wind affinity, but to also increase your chakra control, you did the leaf. And Naruto could basically do it perfectly at this point because he has been practicing it for over a year. Also, he has learned a few more jutsu that he don't like, but he has done something interesting once. He can't remember how he did it, but he went through the hand signs for the fire style fireball jutsu, puffed up his lungs and his cheeks, but he didn't expand it yet. Unconsciously, he started doing the hand signs for the Gale Palm. Just before finishing, he released the fireball and simultaneously released the Gale Palm to increase the fire. He didn't know how he suppressed the fire in his throat. It must have been a hiccup or something, some type of mistake. But he did note that the fire was a lot stronger due to the wind backing it, which he thought of as, I need to do that again because that was amazing. So this is around the time he would start training with tuning. So he was also just introduced to the academy, so he does, if he pays, he can basically get things like kunai and shuriken from the academy, and at this point Iruka isn't holding anything against him. Sure, he hates the Nine Tails, but he told himself he's a teacher, he can't hold Naruto to another standards, he needs to treat him the same as all the other students. So he does. He gives Naruto one set of training, which he would use at school, and one actual set, which Naruto did pay for. So he didn't mind. Also, Naruto showed an enhanced proficiency for martial arts and chakra control because when they did the transformation jutsu, Naruto did it on the third day of them training on it, where everyone else could still not do it, even the prodigy Sasuke, whose clan had recently been murdered, which is actually pretty sad. Also, Sasuke starts working harder now. He needs to catch up to Naruto. Obviously, all the girls who have been simping for Sasuke are still simping for Sasuke, but they're mad at Naruto. But Naruto still saved Hinata at some point, so she still has that crush on him. So she still admires him from a distance. Until Naruto notices her one day while he's looking at Chunin train. Recently, after learning the henge, he had went to the store and gotten a bunch of chakra paper, and then the first one he just channeled chakra into it. Then something strange happened. First, it crackled almost completely. Then it cut into 4 pieces, and all 4 pieces incinerated to ash, for only the ashes to be covered in water, which means something had happened. Naruto doesn't only have a wind affinity. His highest affinity is lightning, then wind, then fire, then water. The only affinity he seems not to have is earth. He then got confused, and then read up on a book he got while on a henge. He then read that this is what the chakra paper does, and that you can channel different types of chakra. So Naruto would proceed to go through about 12 of the papers, trying to channel each chakra separately. Obviously, wind was the easiest, and then fire the second easiest because those are the 2 attributes he's most used to. And eventually, he gets to using lightning and water chakra separately. He then reads that these are his affinities, and if you're lucky, after testing your affinities the first time, you might be able to force another one open. So he thinks, I might be able to open Earth and have all 5 natures. Also seems I have a high affinity to all of these, which is actually pretty amazing. So Naruto would move on. He'd also start doing the same practice with leaves for all the other ones. First of all, he'd try and cut the leaf, which he's still able to do because he hasn't really been slacking. Then he's pretty easily able to incinerate the leaf using the training from his obviously wind style and his knowledge of fire style. Also, for about the next year training from things that he sees from Chunin, he actually also is able to crinkle the leaf using lightning style, and the last thing he's able to do is use a high water affinity to basically surround the leaf in water and eventually even drain all the water out of the leaf, basically killing it, which means he has a very high second Hokage level water affinity. So Naruto did learn other jutsu pretty quickly and even started learning earth jutsu from one of the Chunin he has been watching. The first 2 things he's been able to learn were the mud wall, which is a basic D rank technique, and the headhunter jutsu, which is a basic C rank technique. So nothing too advanced, but he still sees progress coming. Also, he's learned something he's seen some other people do. Specifically, the body flicker. He doesn't really understand the concept, but he remembers what the one said. Channel chakra into your legs as much as possible and imagine a place where you want to be. Naruto did it once with his eyes open and smacked into a wall because tunnel vision. Then he also sees the other person doing the same thing, and the Jonin teaching the Shunin also saying, close your eyes, it gives you tunnel vision. It would be a smart idea to do so. And Naruto would listen and eventually get a hold of that too. Around this point, Naruto would be 7 or 8. I'm leaning more towards 8. But we're going to go over everything in the next part. This has been part 1 of What If Naruto Merged with the Nine Tails. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to go check all our channels out in the link in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite part of the video was. This has been your boy, 6Mysta. Peace.